on NOME. And talking of NOME, there's been a lot of action recently as we draw closer to NOME, and people are trying to secure their spot on one of URL's marquee events. Verb and Surf. Bitter foes and adversaries on the timeline. Let me make myself little again. That was so cheesy. Why did I just do that? Verb and Surf have been going at each other. Now let's see how this works. I've got to make myself really little. Well, let's just get rid of me. So Verb and Surf have been going at each other. Oops, bear with me one moment. Okay, we're back. Verb and Surf got into it a little bit, as they are wont to do on the timeline. It started with a Surf tweet, I think from yesterday, maybe the day before, actually, recently, over the weekend. So he says, JC bum-ass got UM5, Briz bitch ass running until September. I do not co-sign the remarks of Sue Surf. They are his and his alone. Shout out JC and shout out Briz. But Briz in September. We'll talk about that, I'm sure. I don't know if I want to slap a Verb or battle. Vixen, that gorgeous, beautiful, foxy lady, is safe until she ain't. So I don't know, he says. Then Verb comes and replies. He had something to say about this, and he says, one outcome is income, the other outcome is getting knocked out, son. Do them both, little man. I'm trying not to swear on the stream. I don't know how much I've failed already, and it's just occurred to me that I should also have those words, those curse words, blurred out. But we'll get to professionalism soon. So Verb is saying basically one outcome is income, one you get money, the other you get knocked out. I'm happy with both. I can do both, says Verb. Surf responds and says, I gave you my location every day for a week straight. We need to find a substitute word. What's a good word for that? What should we call it? You are a Boris. You forgot you said you needed 6 months for a fade? Is that what you said? Oh, why did I press stop? What have I done? Unless that was the end of it. No. Okay. Okay, here we are. Let's go. So he says you needed 6 months. So did Verb tell him he's in 6 months? Who knows? Verb didn't respond to that. What is going on? Why are you doing this to me? Okay. So Verb didn't respond to that, but Surf decided to start a new chain, and he atted him saying, the reason they ain't booked us yet is because they don't know if I'm a spit on you at the face off or be cordial. You are really a Boris. Wow, he's really going heavy with the Boris comments, isn't he? So he atted him, so I guess Verb saw it. What did Verb have to say? He says, act up then. This is your ish. Now, I'm not entirely sure what verb means like by that. I guess he's saying this is that's Surf's kind of not slogan, but that's one of Surf's ad libs throughout his battle. But I know what it means when I tell a guy that this is his shit, but and instruct him to act up. But I'm sure that's not what verb meant. But he says, yeah, act up then. This is your shit. What have we got next? So then, Three Letterman. Shout out to Three Letterman or PSA Hip Hop. Go and make sure you're following. He must have seen some of the back and forth this morning, and he says, I like the fact Verb is initiating the battle with Surf. Verb is asking for NOME. Verb says, no, they called me, but yes, we both agreed. You will see it. I just don't know when. So will we get it for NOME? Do we want it for NOME? These are questions. We've got a lot of questions, and when I can find my notes, I'm all notes today. I am very tired, so apologies for the lack. My mic's not still muted, is it? Okay. I hope my mic's not muted. Let's just hope it's not. But yes, we have... are we going to get the rematch? Finally. Now, Verb and Surf are real kind of, adversaries. Big rivals. They've gone back and forth over the years, even after battling. They're kind of very similar personalities in a way in the culture. They're very outspoken. They have a distinct following and fan base. And almost a cult following, both overly healthy egos, and use promotion extremely well. Now, Verb used his promotion today. Bring my earphone back in. Verb used his promotion today to create a space titled You Filthy Nit. Now, I think he means nincompoops. I'm sure that's what he was trying to say. He wanted to start a space called Filthy Nincompoops, but there wasn't enough characters, so he just had to stop there. But he started a space. Now, it was very difficult to hear in the space because it kept cutting in and out, but I did catch the beginning where he said basically he'll battle Surf, and they've definitely had talks about it. He's down to battle Surf. Surf is down to battle him, but he wants $100,000. He wants $100,000 to battle Surf. Let me make myself big again. I'll try and leave the corny behaviour out of it. There we go. Ooh, adulting. I'm back, but my mic was muted. Oh, fuck. I wonder how long for. Thank you. I hope not too long. Let me know. How long was it muted for? A considerable amount of time. I've got various mic controls, and sometimes I turn off one and don't realise. And it's all a learning process. So thank you everyone for bearing with me. But yeah, Surfer's Verb has basically said he will battle, but for 100,000, and he said they're going to have to overpay for Surf, and the reason is because Surf is shit and Verb is the shit. And there were lots of shits, and he seemed to be with the shit, but was he just talking shit? um he had a lot of talk. I couldn't fully engage because number one, I never can because it's Verb, and number two, because like I say, the audio was cutting in and out. But Surf is on a big winning streak. He's got some big names in there, and he's on a tear, 4 battles in a row. I guess you can say he dropped around to Cortez, but other than that, he's debatably hasn't lost a round other than one to Cortez in 4 battles. Whereas Verb has been beaten by man, woman and child. Or not man, woman and child, but man, woman, vet, rising star. He hasn't had a win for a minute, except, let me say, debatably, again, the past battle on GTX. Shout GTX. But that's, I guess, other than that one, I'm talking exclusively URL battles. So comparing like for like, Verb hasn't got a win for a minute. And he's kind of like on the other end of the spectrum to where Surf is, in terms of Surf has got a winning record right now, whereas Verb is kind of on a downward trajectory. However, Verb is Verb, right? He's a vet. He's a legend. He's a Mount Rushmore candidate. He's the forefather of the Midwest movement. He's Verb, and his name still carries a lot of weight. Now, is he still the draw that he was? We've seen many a legend kind of come out here and have lackluster performances. We've seen some of the biggest legends in the culture kind of get booed, and people are asking for them not to come back. I think people are saying they don't want to see Verb battle again, and it's me. I'm people. However, again, but do I want to see this? Is it an exciting matchup? Is Verb still a draw? Will Surf versus Verb be a good battle? Yes. I really want to see this. The promo for this is going to be elite. These two guys, genuinely, this is a real grudge rematch from two promo kings. The promo that Verb did for gun titles when he was battling Easy. When he was battling Easy, let me be polite, was elite. He had smoke for all of them. It was great promo. Both of them big talkers, can really drive excitement and anticipation. And I think even if you're not necessarily like me, if you are unimpressed with Verb of recent years, there's something here. Like, this is a real exciting battle, and I am super here for it. However, he wants 100,000. He said he's going to do it for 100,000. Now, is that one of those things where you say, yeah, I'm down, but I'll do it on a Tuesday when the sun is setting in Scorpio, on a mountain top in Jerusalem, with the Virgin Mary flipping the coin. Like, I'm down. Is it one of those things where you make it so impossible that you say you're down, but you really just put the hugest of barriers? Or is Verb worth 100,000? Now, I don't count people's pockets. I don't know what Verb gets paid. Surf often talks about his pay, and he hasn't come near $100,000 once, from what I can remember. So that sounds it sounds a lot, but I don't know what. I don't know if he's worth it. Surf seems to think he might not be. He says they will never give him even half of that. They won't give him half. They will not even give him 50k, says Surf. So who knows? Will they pay Verb what he's worth? Will Verb get his worth from URL? Will he settle for much less and not tell us? Will it ever happen? Was it even a conversation? Both of them seem to say it was, but just last week, wasn't it bill collector? Just last week, all indications, I would have done a show, but I was planning to prepare a show until my technical difficulties of Verb versus Billy Arnold had done on NOME, because it just seemed like that was inevitable from the talk on the timeline. And now we're talking Surf Verb on NOME. Who do we want to see? Do we want to see Verb on NOME? I think the culture definitely wants to see Surf on NOME. Verb for me is totally dependent on the opponent. I'd like to see Bill on NOME. If I had the choice of Verb opponents, I'd say Surf, simply because of the grudge between them and the potential for the promo. But I'd love to see Bill on NOME either way, but who knows? We shall see. NOME is not far to go.